set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". Pass complete, George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Second and 1. And he rifles one incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Falcons at 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fancy footwork at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at first and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. Fields. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Walker now on first and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. throw here out of the gun. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fields now to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make...
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Thompson here, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw it the opposite.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with an INT. And the possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields, rolling to his right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Gabriel Davis, 32 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Cheatin.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And some good and some bad. Heck of a job to get away from that first tackler, but still, they're able to drop him behind the line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now a first down throw. Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. To throw is Fields. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Okay, ready?
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Thompson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A good pickup there at 22. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Hurry, hurry! Hurry, hurry!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shovel pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Got his man. It's London. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. But following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenneth Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Fields throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Fields. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now Fields throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Fields throwing again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On 1st down, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fields now to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, he picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third.
It's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. If you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Fields on first down. Looking left side, and he's got, and oh, he coughed it up. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Panthers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And caught by London. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready?
Up the middle, here's Walker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Falcons extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 17, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Fields. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to Walker on 1st down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're going to speed things up here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Looking to throw. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise